Hello there, I am Eve, and welcome to my video. This is me showing you what I've been up to since Hytale's initial release. As you can see, over in the corner of the screen, I am playing on a server, and this is where I've been mostly just learning the game while also learning starting here in my cellar. Has like my decorative table, food, research stuff, decorative cauldron, shells, and cups, and also pretty decent. Coming around this way, get the first entrance to the house, which shows that pretty nice scenery, I suppose. Got a big old glacier right here to help make the house match the scenery. I put some ice on the foundation to make it look like it's also sitting on a glacier. So go this way. This is my main floor where I do my building. Got like crafting stations and all that storage. And this right here is my bedroom. And so over here, this is my crafting setup. Got my workbench, main workbench with all the chests surrounding it. And more chests right here. Rack, building stuff, farmer stuff, furnace of course, and the magic. And a decorative candle in the middle to help light up the room. Speaking of lighting, I've used a lot of large windows like this in the house because I figured having the mix of like natural lighting with the candlelight looks pretty good, especially at night. A decorative table next to my farm. Fish can spawn in the waterfall for whatever reason. And then if I ever got animals, they'd probably go right here just because that's how I play. And nothing special here, just decoration of that. Look nice, though it is definitely at odds with the rest of the house. Less so though once you see what's upstairs. Got the front door. You can see our yard. I was originally going to put the garden here, but since this is a server, plants don't get protected by the claims. And I wanted to make sure my crops would actually stay my crops, so that's why I have the farm inside instead of outside. Otherwise, it'd be right there. Head back inside. And figured out you can apparently place these things. I didn't realize that when I first started playing. As I said, probably have more of them placed around. And a small stairway, and this right here is my research room. Yeah, since this is where like the old part of the house meshes with the top part, I figured it kind of fit the vibe having the like ancient city / dark temple stuff just right here, as it be. I kind of prefer the dark temple lanterns reversed like this instead of right side up. Here you see the rest of the first floor. It's not nearly as decorated because I ran out of ideas on how to actually decorate. And so we go this way, where the main entrance is the first floor. You got this one right here going towards the back. See, the light temple lanterns I actually do like right side up, unlike the Then nice majestic staircase down. And then you can see that's the cellar where we started. And go back this way. You can see this right here. Another entrance to the house. You can see more of the ice to help give the impression that this house is built on a glacier. And then nice decorative pillar. I don't know if the beehive actually does anything, but it's there. And then this, of course, is the forward to my workstation. I like having lots of entrances to my house because, as you can see, I build quite big. Makes things quite nice. Going back inside this way. So, got some skylights. I built the roof to a way to let light in, so the roof wouldn't be just one big shadow, because that's not fun. We go down this way. Again, I kind of suck at decorating, but got the Gaia statue. And then I tried doing different things with the walls with this build to experiment with the different blocks to see how light depth and light texture breaking could work. I can't say I like the pillars too much, though the ice at the bottom I think is a nice touch for texture decoration. You can see these are vertical slabs because the lines go vertical instead of horizontal, like with the bricks right here. Another entrance. I like my entrances. This is the last one. See, you got more of the ice stain, though I didn't have the ice go completely down. Maybe I could have, but I still wanted it to look like it was also on a mountain, so I didn't. And see how I tried doing bits of the wall. You got like the actual walls with the wall, like block pieces with the windows right there. Probably could have had marble going all the way across, but I kind of wanted the ice to mesh with the build a little bit smoother than just the build sitting on top of it. Went with the brazier this time instead of a lantern to help differentiate the lighting. Shelves. Shelves are kind of awkward. I don't like how the items don't sit comfortably on the shelf and they kind of just like sit on the edge. Go down this way. This room, empty. I have no clue what to put here. I kind of made the house too big, but at least it looks nice. More skylight, as you can see, so that it's not just shadow up there. I can see, like, over here, there's not much lighting, so the roof is kind of darker. And go here, and this is where the house gets kind of fun. Kind of pleased with how I carved this out. Lots of buckets here. Moving water in hytale is quite the pain, so I compensate by having lots of buckets. Wardrobe here. Hey, before I show you the roof, I should probably show you the attic. I got a nice, tried making the staircase look fancy. I don't know if I did a good job. But I wanted something different compared to the simplistic style I have right here. So we go. It's basically a mirrored staircase. Both sides are the same. You guys start right here. Turn around. And then attic. And decoration's kind of lacking because honestly I'm better at rustic style stuff than I am the more modern style that the top floor is. But tables right here, and then wardrobes on the other side. It'd be cool if eventually we could like just, interact with the wardrobe and then change our outfits in the game using them. Yeah, something to think about later, maybe. Now continue on to the rest of the build. Go here. Here. You're about to see why I have so many buckets. And a big house wouldn't be complete without a rooftop swimming pool, I say. But I want to move all this water again. Will I? Probably. I tried doing a mix of fences for the edge of the pool with the braziers and then the slabs going into the braziers. I don't know if I like this bit, but it looks different at least. You can see now that the sky is getting dark, the braziers give the water a nice like glowing effect to it. So it really adds to the atmosphere of the pool, at least in my opinion. See, I used more vertical slabs for this bit because it goes onto the roof. I didn't really want like to cut out the roof to fit this stairway here, but I didn't want to like punch the pool on the other side either. So vertical slabs it is. I think it turned out alright. And see how I did the different roof shapes. I wanted different types of like shapes in my roof so the roof isn't just one monotonous like triangle basically. So, got like a flat here, this is over the Gaia statues. And then this right here of course is the like research area. And this right here is how I have the attic. I brought the roof up really high right here. And then this is the entryway. I don't know if I actually like the roof being like that. But I tried. I think making the sharper roofs like this neat. I would like better options for like end caps because this flat roof like I'm standing on, if you look closely at it, it's kind of hard to see, but it does have a slight indentation, which kind of helps. But it's not nice when the roof is like so where like the top is just completely separate from the rest of the roof. But go over here and see, I did a similar thing over here, but this one I think looks a lot nicer because the roof is actually connected, and so I can actually do the top. See, it kind of like very slightly angles up, and it flows just nicely. And probably did some experimenting with the two high roofs to like create more like shape with these like pinnacles here. I kind of like it. I especially like this one. I think it's charming. Unfortunately, the two long roof pieces, like this one, don't really have like corner pieces. So I substituted using the one block roof pieces with the flat roof. Doesn't look that great, I know, but because it like sticks out. I didn't want it just completely flat here either. So, lesson learned, just don't do this, I guess. I made the roof of the pool a bit kind of like broken up and more temple-y because I like how like at nighttime like this you can be in the pool's love glowing, and then you look up and it's just the stars. Hytale sky looks very beautiful. I love this. I love the hytale sky, especially at night. It's a lot better than Minecraft's monotony. You go this way. I forgot to patch this up. There. But to help give the house like a bit of like a glacier vibe to it, there is this right here, which is like a spike that goes through the center of the house. It's like a nice spike, basically. It was a lot bigger, and the house was originally going to wrap around it, but the scope of the house became a lot bigger than what the terrain like allowed in my head. So I'll give this idea a second visit later on. next time I decide to do a Zone 3 build. And this area right here is the tower. I decided I don't like spiral staircases in Hytale. They're kind of annoying. Hytale's movement's a lot faster than Minecraft. So just this, so I went with this rope instead. Kind of like how scenic it is, you know. So you climb up the rope here. You can hold sprint, see Stannis go down, climb up faster, and then you just leap off. I like this. Can't really do this in Minecraft at that like once. I like how it looks. You can see the tower has a really good view of the area. I will have a grape at the server I'm playing on. I see it's called Hytale again with the UI in the corner. And the render distance really cuts down the majesty of the view that this tower gives. Because this is not my computer's render distance, it's the server's render distance. But, yeah. Not too great at towers, I'll be honest. I made it look as like pointy and like structured as I could. I'm better at spires than I am just straight up like medieval-ish towers. Yeah. But I just felt like having a tall tower would fit the build, and the view is definitely nice, even if it's a little bit gutted by the render distance, as you can see. It's at least good enough to facilitate me being able to observe all the hostiles that spawn around me, or animals if I decide I need more weather. Also, bird there, an owl, I believe. Pretty cute. Another perk of having my little roof open is that I don't have to go back down that rope. I can just splash down here. You're looking at approximately 6,000 marble, just like 7,000 marble, not counting blocks used on the first floor and the cellar, or the stairs outside. But this build took a while. I built it entirely in survival by myself. Basically been working on it since day one of Hytale release, in the middle of learning Hytale's mechanics and whatnot. Yeah. I hope y'all found this video interesting, and I will be doing more Hytale builds in the future. And I would certainly appreciate if you liked and subscribed to the channel to show your support and give me feedback in the comments about ideas you have, what I could do better, what looks good. You know, Hytale's an early game. We have lots of things to explore together, and I hope that we have a long journey ahead of us. Anyways,